happens in Vegas usually ends up in the trunk of a rental car.
And probably voids the warranty.
That's so true. I'm Pixie, the one who refused to fly because I knew I'd have too much crap to haul there and bring back.
And I'm No-No, the one who thought flying would be easier until I saw the mountains of HTTPS swag and just one more book moments piling up.
This is Heat Between the Sheets, the podcast that's officially sponsored by caffeine, chaos, and questionable packing decisions.
Yep, we drove from California to Vegas with enough stuff to open our own bookstore and merch booth.
The shocks on that rental car, they survived, but just barely.
Because I didn't.
So buckle up, because we're unpacking the wildest road trip ever. The laughs, the late nights, and every unhinged detour in between. But before we unpack the chaos of our California to Vegas adventure, the miles, the caffeine, and the trunk overflowing with swag and too many books,
We gotta throw out the warning.
This show is for entertainment purposes only. It's strictly 18 and older. And while we aren't breaking down one specific book, there may still be spoilers from the ones we do mention along the way.
Right, we'll also be giving our own opinions, hot takes, and maybe a little unsolicited advice about the event, so buckle up.
Triggers were listed at the start of the show, and you can always find the full list at hbtspodcast.com. So, if you can't handle the heat, don't meet the qualifications, or don't want spoilers, this is your one and only chance to step out before we hit the strip.
Still have your tasseled pastry secured?
Good. You've been warned. Expect unhinged laughter, questionable snack choices, and probably too many books in the back seat.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, subscribe to our channels, and share.
Yeah, girl.
Viva!
Yes. That's a great song.
It is.
It's a really great song.
Catchy, huh?
I'd sing it, but I'm tone deaf. And
Oh.
I want to actually get subscribers and keep them.
Oh, that might be fun, though.
Yeah.
That's what karaoke's for.
Yeah. You're good at it. I'm not. That's not my thing. Not my thing at all. And we all know it happens usually after our intro warning is our Did You Know? And I didn't bring it into the podcast room today, but I do want to announce that we are doing our very first ever HBTS 12 Days of Christmas giveaway.
Oh, wow, we're like Ellen!
Yes! So exciting. So exciting. It will begin December 1st and run through December 12th. And all you got to do to enter is go to hbtspodcast.com and navigate your way to the giveaways and contests tab. And that all the details are there. And that's where you'll also enter the giveaway.
Can I enter?
No, I need to add that to the...
Why not?
Because you're on the show. We're trying to spread the love.
What if I want to win?
I know, and it's a great prize, too.
That's even better.
I know. It is so cool. And I will post photos of it, and we'll even do a little video at some point of what it is so that we can advertise it. But it's so cute. It is a Loungefly mini backpack of A Christmas Story. So it has that sexy leg lamp on it. That glows in the dark.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it has all the sayings from that movie, if you all remember it. It talks about the sex and how it's glamorous and all those things. So
Right.
it was so perfect for both Christmas and the dirty stuff we read. It was just perfect. And then inside of that, we're going to put a $25 Amazon gift card. I know. You need more books.
Are you sure I can't win?
I know. So spread the word. Maybe someone will win it and give it to you.
Oh, there you go. Do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Do
there's
that.
always that.
Do that.
Always that. And then they're also going to get 3 poetry books signed by Producer Daddy. He is a poet, yes, and he has published 3 poetry books of his, and he signed it from Producer Daddy, and then his signature.
I did not know this.
Yeah, super cool. So we have those. And then the author swag bags that we were handing out in Vegas will also be in there with the HBTS signed hat by yours truly.
Because we're going to be famous.
Yeah, you'll want to hang on to that
Yeah.
sucker. Yeah, so
This is going to make you millions because it's going to sell.
I think there's only a couple people out there with signed hats by us, and they are pretty lucky individuals, I must say. So, spread this information and get that out there because, you do have to be a U.S. Resident to enter to win, and that's for shipping. Eventually, I'm hoping to do a giveaway that's worldwide, an international one, but for this one, unfortunately, is for U.S. residents only. So,
and if you win, if you're international, she ships me to go see you.
Sure.
And you be my tour guide.
Yeah, but she'll have to pay for that because I'm not paying for your flight somewhere out of the country.
I didn't agree to this.
So moving on to our ever famous, Did You Know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Okay, so did you know that planning a book convention trip is basically like preparing for a heist, but with more glitter and emotionally damaged fictional men? Yes. It starts innocent, though, for those of you who have done this. You're just going for the books. Next thing you know, you've got spreadsheets.
Oh, spreadsheets.
Color-coded packing lists and a rental car that smells like desperation and dry shampoo. Although I don't think ours really smelled. No. Ours was pretty good.
Well, I don't even use dry shampoo. Do you?
No.
Yeah. It smelled like maybe my wet shampoo.
Yeah.
Which I brought with me.
True. So every outfit has a backup. Every backup has a backup, which I can vouch for.
No, I did not do any of that. No.
Yeah, that's true. Like we just were very, but this was your first.
Yeah,
so.
But I still don't plan backups to backups. But
Which is odd.
We did find out I pack way in advance and you packed the night of, so that was different.
Literally, I was packing at midnight before we left. And
I had packed days before.
4 a.m. And you were packed 3 days before. Yeah. And I was like, nah, still doing laundry. It's fine.
I was like,
it's fine.
What?
And I had outfits for everything and backups for those, so it was good. But anyway, and somehow your trunk looks like a mobile gift shop for emotionally unstable romance readers.
Truth.
Packing for a convention isn't about clothes. It's about survival.
And snacks.
You bring snacks. Did you write this? Portable chargers. Or you have to buy them.
Yeah, or you forget that.
Because you bring all the cords that don't actually fit your phone.
That was fun.
Emergency lash glue, and that one friend who remembers hotel room numbers after midnight. I, for some reason, can't do that.
Yeah, I have zero problem remembering numbers. Yeah. But lash glue, no. Didn't need it.
We'll talk about that. Google Maps becomes your religion, caffeine your blood type, and if one more person says it's just a 6-hour drive, you're legally allowed to hiss. You can hiss at me, it's fine.
And we named our Google Maps Foxy Roxy.
Yes, we did. We did.
She talked to us.
So every time she did, we're like, thank you, Roxy.
Because we're kind. We're polite.
Yeah. I mean, because AI will take over.
Yes, right? We want to be on the good side of AI.
As much as we say,
I've seen iRobot.
Yeah, we will appreciate our AIs. And then there's the author stalking. I mean, networking.
No stalking for you, stalking.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay.
You swear you're just casually attending, but you've memorized signing schedules like classified intel. You're suddenly fluent in hotel layouts, security badge colors, and the exact scent of your favorite author's perfume from 3 tables away. Seems about accurate.
Were you sniffing them?
Well, it's kind of hard not to. You know, when you hug for the photo and you're just kind of like...
I did not do that.
Oh.
You didn't tell me I was supposed to sniff them.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
I think it was just an innate trait. I don't know. My bad.
Good Lord.
You can spot a limited edition cover from across the room like a sniper.
Truth.
And by day 2, you're walking around with a tote bag so heavy it qualifies as a weapon. Safety first, though. Always share your location. You know, just in case your quick stop at the Starbucks turns into a 3-hour line for a signed smut. And make sure your rental car has good brakes. Yeah, because book girls are wilder, and the wild are feral. It's so true. It's so true. We will cross lanes, park illegally, and sprint in heels if someone whispers, exclusive paperback drop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've done it. Not in the heels, because we know I can't run in heels. I mean, I don't even walk well in flat shoes.
No.
I fall a lot.
I don't think I would do this. I'd be okay
Oh.
with it. Okay. Exclusive drop.
I would.
Whatever. Yeah. She would. This is just from the trip.
We can just point out right now, none of
Right.
these belong to No-No from the trip, not one. So yeah, maybe you're not a stalker. You're just thoroughly prepared.
Uh-huh.
Very, very thoroughly prepared. Like,
Spreadsheet prepared.
I could work for the FBI if they accepted romance readers prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'd be good at it, too.
I think so.
You'd have spreadsheets.
I did.
For days.
Yeah, and they were color-coded.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I
you
was
sent
on
it to me, and I, for like 5 minutes, tried to keep up, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, I quit sending it to you because I'm like, yeah, she's not gonna.
No.
She's not.
Well,
gonna
because I didn't
maintain.
order all this.
Yeah, I thought you would like follow it to like try to stay up on the reading of the authors at least, because there were a lot of new authors.
There were
a lot of new authors, but yeah. So let's talk about this Love in Vegas 2025, which was their 10th anniversary this year.
Fun.
It was fun. And I went for my first book event, Love in Vegas in 2024,
Mm-hmm.
and you were not able to go with me to that one.
No.
Because your kid was getting married. Rude.
Yay! Wedding!
So I feel like you go to a lot of those.
I never have. All of a sudden, yes, but there's been years and years and years I didn't. I was even saying, does no one get married anymore? Because I haven't gone to a wedding in years. Now all of a sudden I have a gazillion weddings and I'm
Yeah.
all,
It's
what's that about?
It's inconvenient. You should stop having family and friends. Although, then who would you spread the word to?
Oh.
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I went and did the test run for us. I did the test run for us.
Well, that's what we'll call it.
And that's what we'll call it. I did the test run in 2024 and I did general admission. I don't even remember how I stumbled upon this. I don't know if it just on Facebook or something, and I was like, oh, what is this? So I ordered the tickets and producer daddy and we went and we flew there that time.
Smart.
Yeah, but I was worried the entire time when I went because I ordered probably about half the amount of books approximately when I went to that one, and I think everything went smoothly then. Everything went smoothly when we went. Do you agree? Fairly smoothly? Yeah.
Actually, it did, yeah.
But while I was there in 2024, the people I was talking to, they said, because when you're a VIP, you get to go into the convention an hour earlier than the general admission goes in an hour after you. So all of the VIP people kept saying, oh, we were able to see all of the ones I talked to. No, I can't say everyone, but the ones I talked to. We were able to see all of practically every author, and there's between 125 to 150 authors before you general admission people even got here. And I was like, well, if that's the case, then I'm just going to go VIP the next time so that I can just knock this out and then be able to just lollygag around the rest of the time. That was my mentality. So
I could see that maybe if you weren't getting those freaking...
the wristband.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, they even said they didn't even need the wristbands. That was the whole point. So my mentality was, we'll go VIP this year, which is what we did. And you get extra stuff. Like you get this lovely tumbler. I mean, that comes in your bag. Everyone gets this tumbler, but we got to go to a continental breakfast and you get this mug. No offense, but I don't need another mug.
I like mugs.
Do you? Okay, you want mine?
No, I have one.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey, you go to this continental breakfast, which literally it's continental. It's fruit, pastries, and coffee and juice. Well, if you have a food allergy, they don't care, But
I planned for that because I'm used to that kind of stuff.
So you couldn't hear the authors speaking really.
I heard the authors, just not the narrator. I think they figured it out by the
Maybe.
authors. Yeah, the narrators know.
There was a lot of people. It was supposed to be just the VIP people, but I'm pretty sure it was all the authors that were there and the narrators there, their families and their crew. So there was a lot of people in this room. So it was hard to hear, and everyone was talking around you, even though they walked by and told you to shush. You know, I mean, it still was like,
yeah.
I don't know. I could have honestly done without that. My whole goal was I'm paying that extra $100 or $125 for that extra hour in the convention. And then all the VIPs and general admission get to go to the panels the day before, which was super awesome. But
definitely do the panels.
Yeah, if you ever go to these conventions, don't pass up on those panels. Those are so much fun, so much fun. But we drove in and we arrived on Wednesday. The drive was fantastic. We went from California to Vegas, which I've never done before. It was about 9 hours from where we were at, and of course we left at 5 o'clock in the morning, so we missed all the icky traffic and stuff, and we took the LA route to get there.
Well, it's so funny because everyone was telling us that has done this drive. This is an awful drive.
Yeah.
There's nothing to see. It's awful. And so when we drove the first day, it was storming in the Nevada side. So it sent us through the LA route.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was all, this isn't as boring as I thought it was.
It really wasn't. There were actually
lots of things.
Plenty of things to see. I mean, the last couple hours, there was a lot of desert and stuff, but there were still a lot of things to see.
It wasn't until the way back when it took us the Nevada route that I was like, oh,
so
this is how we die. This is a scary movie.
So by the time we left on Sunday, because the event was on Friday, and I flew producer Daddy in on Saturday because I needed him to be my book bitch. He didn't go into the convention, but he
what? Why would you need that?
I don't know, right? So I would text him and be like, okay, I need you to collect books. So I would meet him at the door, unload books, and then he would haul them up to the room. And then he drove back with us on Sunday. Well, we again left at 5 in the morning, so we were up at the butt crack of dawn and checked out, loaded up the car. But when I plugged in the GPS stuff, I was so tired by this point. I didn't look at the different routes. I literally just plugged in home and go. Didn't look. I just checked out. So, and I started the first leg of the drive home. So it did say Reno or whatever. So I'm just driving. Just driving.
Because you're just looking at the time. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just like, whatever. And I'm probably 2 hours in. And of course, it's like on a single lane highway. And now we are literally in no man's land, desert everywhere. It hit me. OF. We are literally going the different route home. We are going the Reno route home. And I'm looking around.
And the car kept beeping because in the desert, it was below freezing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was all...
Yeah, it was literally...
Are we driving into the twilight zone?
Yeah, it kept giving this little beep thing and it would show the temperature and it was 40 degrees and 39 degrees and I'm looking... There's no snow, but it's freezing.
Weird.
Sun is out and I'm just like... So I'm looking around and there's no deviations oh, do you want to cut over to this highway maybe? And I'm like... No. It's too late to turn back. It's we're in it. Yep. We're done. This is it. And I was like, oh, gosh. I done effed us on the ride home. But
it was still probably around the same distance. In the same time.
It was the same difference. It was such an awful, ugly drive, though.
It's the way that was closed due to weather when we left because of the storms.
Oh, my, because it would have been, 13-hour drive to get there because there was a lot of snow in the mountains and stuff to go that way. But all the storms had passed by the time we got home or were headed home. But I was like, now I understand anyone who drives the Reno route to get to Vegas, why they say it's awful.
Yeah.
It is awful.
And there's a couple little ghost towns you drive through. And when I say little, it's really creepy. It is scary movie creepy.
Yeah, like the hills have eyes.
Yeah. Oh, this is how we die. Good to know.
So glad that we did that though, because I would have never known what I was in for. Like, either
Right.
way. Now I can
Because I
tell
didn't
people.
understand what these people were saying. I was like,
Yeah.
this is not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. And going the LA route there, you don't go through the Grapevine, which was great. Because that's where I was like, oh, I hate driving through the Grapevine. You don't. You bypass that because you go Bakersfield and cut over. And it was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I loved going through Barstow. That was fun because I remember that from that Johnny Depp movie. Oh my God.
It's something Vegas, right?
Yes. Oh, I can't.
I know what you're saying.
I
Yeah.
cannot remember it right now. But
Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing
yeah.
in Las Vegas. Yeah. Yes, that one. And I crack up anytime I see Barstow anywhere. But so that was great. So the drive wasn't bad. And again, we listened to an audiobook.
We did.
It was like a 13-hour audiobook. So we listened to that. I think we started it when we hit 2 hours into our drive there. So we waited before we started it. And then, so we didn't get to finish it, obviously, on the way there. And then we finished it on the way back. And we're going to do an episode.
We are.
We're going to record an episode on that book. It was really good. We enjoyed it.
It was, actually, yeah.
Because I know I'm kind of getting more into audios and audibles, and you don't tend to listen to them.
No, and I was like, how am I going to do it? Is this going to put me night-night in the car? Like, how's this going to work?
I said, we're going to listen to an audiobook on the way there. And she was like, okay. Like, I could see it in her eyes going, Jesus, you're going to torture me in the car. And I'm like, I don't know.
First of all, you're making me go in the car, and then you're going to torture me? WTF.
I know. So that was cool. So at least we had that going on, and it was an entertaining book, so it wasn't bad either. So that was cool. Poor producer Daddy, I think, had to plug his own earbuds in to finish listening to that, so he didn't have to listen to it. But whatever. But we don't. The rental car story was great though, because if you're gonna rent a car, this is my advice: if you're gonna do a convention, if it's within driving distance and you're planning to order books,
this many books,
drive. Absolutely drive. And if you're going to drive your own car, make sure it's fully serviced before you go. But if you're going to rent a car, make sure you reserve it far enough in advance and make sure that your car insurance from your insurance company covers it from where you're going to, if it's out of state or whatever. Make sure you do that. I had talked to my insurance company to make sure I was covered and that I didn't need to pay for the extra insurance through the rental company, because they always try to upsell that to you. And then when you get to your rental place, make sure you maybe get there plenty of time in case what they're trying to give you isn't what you actually want. Because months before I reserved the car, I told the guy exactly what I want. I needed plenty of trunk space because 3 people are going, lots of luggage, California to Vegas, book convention. We are hauling a lot of luggage there and back. Oh, no problem, no problem. So when I go to pick up the car the day before, I took off early from work and I go there to pick it up. And they were super busy. And the girl, a different person, grabs like 3 sets of keys and she starts to take me to a car that's like about the same size of my car, which is a Kia Soul. Okay, it's tiny. And I was like, whoa. Hold up.
Not gonna work.
So I tell her the story and she gives me this face. And I'm like, my daughter's with me, my 20-year-old daughter, and she's like looking at me like, oh God.
Yep.
I'm thinking,
here we go.
Like, I am flexible and I'm willing to upgrade. I don't really want to upgrade to an SUV because I don't want to pay the damn gas on it, but I will do what I got to do. So I'm like, let's look at it. So she shows me the trunk and I go, nope, that's not going to work. Nope. So she shows me another car and I go, that's about the friggin' trunk space of our Escape. I'm like, nope, that's not going to work. What else do you have? So then she takes me to the third car, which was a 2025 Volkswagen Jetta. And then she opens the trunk and I go, no, that will work.
Cute car.
Yeah. And the trunk space was super deep. I go, let me see the inside of the car. And I'm like, okay, this is leg room and stuff. I said, okay, this will work. I can make this work. So that's the one we took, was a 2025 Volkswagen Jetta. And it got like 40 miles to the gallon on the highway. I was like, great,
it was cool.
Gas mileage. And it drove so smooth that we were hitting like 95 miles an hour. And we were like, oh, shit.
We would never speed.
I was like, whoa. What? Because I don't think it was until the ride home when I figured out cruise control where the hell that was. But, so yeah, get that sorted if you're going to go. Because if you fly, you're going to you need to make sure that your books are super padded. And these things are heavy.
Or they do offer shipping.
They do.
You have to pay for it at the convention. They do have shipping open, but I can't even imagine what this would cost.
Yeah, this I feel.
But they give you a discount. Yeah,
they do. But you're also paying. You have to pay for the boxes and the bubble wrap and the tape. And of course, the cost of the shipping, which even though they give you a discount, right? And do you trust it? I couldn't do it. There's no way I would trust FedEx to ship these babies back to my house. I couldn't do it. But of course, if that's your only option, that's your only option. But this would have cost an arm and a leg. The amount of money I spent on these books alone broke the bank a little bit. And thank God it wasn't all at one time. Obviously, it was
pre-orders.
Every payday. So every 2 weeks, I was ordering a pre-order and a pre-order. And there's no way. Yeah, these books filled one of those huge rolling luggages, hard shell luggages. Filled it.
And it was heavy.
Producer Daddy had to use 2 hands to roll it out. And I was saying, God, I hope the wheels on that luggage don't break off.
Yeah, it was bad.
And that's why we were joking in the intro that the shocks on the rental car, like literally that thing was so heavy. So be prepared when you're ordering that, even though when you start filling out, this is my orders, right? Like this right here, my pre-orders. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. That doesn't look bad. Well, on paper, of course it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, but you're putting down like, so-and-so box set. Well, that comes with 4 books. Yeah.
But I don't know.
And they're thick books. Some of them.
But some of these are like, okay, so they're little books, right? I don't really know how big some of these are. And I read electronically. So... And I'm a visual person. So it's really hard for me to be like, oh, yeah, what does 500 pages really look like? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. It was so hard. And lesson learned, obviously. And then I think while I was there, I only bought 2 books that were not pre-ordered. Everything else was pre-ordered. It was crazy. But, I'm super insane with the planning of stuff.
Yes.
Like, I literally spreadsheet, like, we got there, you're like, I'm just going to go downstairs. And you went downstairs and did your gambling and won money and stuff. And I'm up there planning our spreadsheet. I'm in a spreadsheet on my laptop. And I'm like, okay, so on Thursday, we're going to do this at this time. And then this time we have to do this. Literally every day was mapped out what time we had to leave, get in the Uber, do that, like literally for every day.
And I'm like, peace out. I'm going downstairs.
You can see how opposites we are. But I'm the person you want when you want shit planned out to a T, because I'll do it. I'll get it done.
And I don't need to plan out anything to a T.
It was.
As long as I know there's something that has a start time, I'll make sure I'm there the rest.
Yeah, but so this year, so here's the thing. In 2024, when I went, the hall that they used like a ballroom type thing at the hotel. And then they had another ballroom for like the smaller authors, like the LGBTQ authors, because there weren't a lot of them. I'm not saying they're not important, but they were not as many of them. So they put them in a room, and then they put all the big authors in the bigger room, right? But it was still so crammed that it was like a fucking craft fair. And so people had those plastic rolling carts, and it drove me batshit crazy. And because they were in everyone's fucking way. Drove me nuts. So producer Daddy kept saying, you need to get one of those rolling carts. I'm like, fuck no, those things are annoying. I'm not hauling that around. I'm not going to be in everyone's way. Well, literally like 3 days before we left, I was like, fuck it, I'm ordering one. And I'm thankful that I did.
I don't know how you would have survived without one.
Yeah, I'm so thankful that I did, because the weight of these books as I picked them up, putting them in a tote bag on my arm would have killed me. Would have killed me. So, yeah, I'm glad I did. So,
well, and then I didn't go last year, but you were saying this year the room was so much bigger, because I didn't find that a problem at all. The room, in fact, I thought it was very spacious.
Yeah. So when we got up to go down there, I actually took my anxiety pills because I was prepared. Prepared for it to be so jam-packed. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take my anxiety pills and we'll be good. Didn't even need it.
No.
Because they had actually decided, we're just going to double the size of the room this year, because apparently that was a complaint from the year before, right?
Makes sense, because there was a lot of room this year.
Yeah, so there was probably about 125 authors-ish, give or take, and there was 1,200 attendees, but only 500 VIPs. So those 500 VIPs got to go in first for an hour at 12. I walk into that room, and it's like, space galore!
Yeah.
And I was like, what in the hell is this? Granted, they give you a map in advance so you know where all the authors are sitting, and all the authors were in the one room. Authors and narrators, all
But
in
it
one room.
wasn't a good map.
And
Did you
vendors.
feel like
No.
it was? No. That's
was-
what they need, an actual good map.
Yeah.
It was not easy to read, a little too small.
Yeah. And even, I don't know. Some people had
And
good
they need
maps.
to have maps printed around the room.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I get it. It's every year's a learning year, and they're I don't know. But so they tell you they do this with wristbands and the numbers. I'm not a fan. And
Nope.
almost everyone I spoke to in the lines agreed. Not a fan of the wristbanded numbers. So any of the authors, which there were quite a few, who they anticipated having more than like 10, 15 people in the line at a time, would get a wristband. So they're like the things you'd get at the fair, right? That you stick on your wrist, and have their name printed on it and a number. So you go to that author's line and you grab a wristband, and we would put it on our lanyard that we were wearing. And then you would go back to that author when it was your numbered group time to go get your books or get whatever. So I knew I had a pre-order from Chantel Tessier, and her line is always the worst, literally the worst. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get my wristband from her. But to backtrack a little bit, they added a new thing. So in 2024, they only had 2 tiers. They had general admission and VIP. This year they had general admission, VIP, and black. So they had like another layer of people coming in. Then they also added this year pre-registration on Thursday, which they didn't do before. So we went to the Sphere on Thursday night to see The Wizard of Oz. And then we were supposed to go to dinner at the Nomad Library at Park MGM. But I had to bump that reservation to later because I wanted to make sure we got back to the hotel to hit that pre-registration, because they give you a number on your lanyard. And that's how you enter into the convention, because they by number. So I wanted to make sure we got a low enough number to get in. And what were our numbers?
149 and 150.
I was pissed.
Yeah,
I was pissed. So pissed.
And that was crazy, just trying to get up to get to the registration, because on the 26th floor they had one elevator. I wasn't walking up 28 flights of stairs. Were you?
No.
No, it was awful.
Yeah.
It took forever.
Yeah. One working elevator for some reason out of 6.
I think they shut the rest down.
They may have. They may have. And so the only really cool thing, and I'm pretty sure people were lined up on the 26th floor an hour or 2 before that pre-registration began, which sucked. I don't think they should have allowed people up there before registration started, but I'm just assuming. Right. I don't know.
Because we weren't really that late, like 7:10, and it started at 7, and we were 149, 150, so a lot of VIPs were already checking in.
So the cool thing, the cool thing about the us getting in that line, when we did, was there was a woman in front of us in line. I was like checking out her luggage. She had this really cool red luggage with a big skull on it, and I struck up a conversation with her. I'm like, I really like your luggage, and she turned out to be Cassie Alexander, who's an author who had just drove in from Oakland, and not even far from where we are. And so we had a whole conversation with her. What does she write?
Monster smut.
Monster smut. Yes.
So we got some monster smut.
Yeah. And so we made a point to stop at her table, and we gave her an author swag bag. And
we liked her.
Yeah,
she was fun to talk to.
So cool. Yeah. She was a super cool individual, and I was very intrigued by. There were so many of her books I wanted to buy.
Right after you started seeing them, you're like, wow.
Yeah, not only
how's that work?
yeah, not only did they look cool, but the synopsis of them were cool. Yeah, here's mine that I purchased from her
With all the eyeballs.
Yeah, what is that one called? The Guarded by a Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It looks like a ghost creature thing.
Yeah, he's a creature. And it's some kind of a security company thing. And yeah, you basically sell your soul to him. But whatever. There were so many books. And you got one.
I got a ghost one, yeah.
Yeah. And anyway, she was so cool, and there were so many I wanted to buy, but I was already freaking drowning in books, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get one for now. And I actually listened to the sample of the audio of that one, and I'm like, okay,
sounds good.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna maybe try that one on audio too. So anyway, it was really cool to meet so many of these authors. And anyway, so she was like, yeah, whatever. So that was cool. We got to actually have that conversation with her. And then on Friday, we went to
the panels.
Well, the panels, but it was before the panels.
They had to trading.
They had vendors. They had a whole bunch of vendors, and then that's when they did what they call the bracelet trading. So people had a lot of stuff to trade, like bags full of bracelets and stickers and bookmarks and pens and stuff, like just stuff. Like everyone had trading stuff. Well, I had literally a backpack full of about 170 of our swag bags, which you guys will see in another episode coming up of what our swag bags were. And we just I unzipped it, and No-No started like pulling things out, saying, here's for our podcast. Yeah. Here you go. Here you go.
And they would give us stuff. And they
would be handing stuff to us. And she had a bag on her arm, and we were just throwing stuff in there, and we just unloaded most of it during the trading, and the rest of it we handed out during panels.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. And then the author swag bags I had in a clear backpack I had during the convention, and we were just handing out during the convention, which was cool.
Yeah.
It was a great time, but it does require winging it. I unless you're just going there just to kind of meander through and just buy as you're there.
Yeah. If you're not really into meeting the authors and having a book signed, then yes.
Yeah.
You are. I am not.
I'm a collector of autographs, and especially from books. All of these are signed books. But I have issues. So some of the authors had their pre-orders already signed, which was awesome. Some
didn't.
A majority, or a lot of them, did not. So regardless if you wanted to meet the author or not, you were stuck standing in that line to pick up your book one way or the other. I feel that I know the organizers of the event can't force the authors to do anything, but I feel like this year's event, because that room was so big, and this was something I had a conversation while standing in my line that didn't move at all. It was like one of those Disneyland rides that you were in, and the line wasn't moving because maybe the ride broke down. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It felt like it wasn't moving. And some people, I'm going to back up for a second. Chantel Tessier, she is one of the bigger named authors at these events, and she is a rock star. She really is. She doesn't take breaks. She will stay until the very end. A handful of authors will, and stays till the very end and beyond, and will see every single person in her line. Even if it's 2 or 3 hours after the event ends, she is still there to make sure everyone is seen. And they don't have a limit on how many books you bring or items you bring to have signed. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. However, it's an issue when someone has an oversized rolling cart, or they have their rolling cart and they bring their spouse with them with a rolling cart, literally full
of books for you to sign.
And they're duplicated books, maybe 3 or 4 different covers of the same book, or you're bringing 3 or 4 copies of the same book for everyone under the sun that you know to have signed. Okay. You are now holding up a line for someone who's already in high demand. It's
not right.
It's disrespectful, I think.
Right. Yeah.
It's disrespectful. I brought my books, and it was 1 copy of everything that she, like the pre-orders I got from her, and I didn't even need them personalized at all. And then I brought a series that she did not offer on pre-order. That was it. That's all I needed her to sign. It was the things that she didn't have on pre-order that I purchased on Amazon and brought in. If she had that as a pre-order, I wouldn't have even need to stay in line to have her sign it, because they started shouting out, does anyone just have a pre-order to pick up? You can just pick it up and go unless you want to meet her. I didn't need to meet her.
Yeah.
I didn't. I met her last year. But unfortunately, I had books I needed her to sign.
Yeah.
So my issue is some of these authors that are not pre-signing their books. I'm not saying personalized, just signing. They should pre-sign, and then they should have a table off to the side for pre-order pickup. So if I just want to pick up my book and leave, I don't need to meet the author. I don't want my book personalized. That's what they should have.
Especially these big name ones.
Yeah, especially the big named authors.
Because you got stuck in her line for quite a while. And then at that point, I'm running around.
Yep.
Thank God I got all the bracelets you got, even though I didn't need, 80% of them.
Jesus, I know.
And then I'm running around getting your books from authors you didn't even get to go stand in line for, because you're standing in line for this one.
Yeah. I think because that room was so big and it looked like and this is the conversation I had, was it looked like there weren't that many people there, that authors saw that and were talking longer to people. So there was that issue too. And as cool as that is and as great as that is, we do need to keep these lines moving, because I didn't get to meet or see S.J. Tilly, so
she was so great too.
Fucking furious over that. I am furious over that.
She's so sweet. Love her.
Yeah. Because I also didn't get to see her in the panels, because
she was in my panel too.
That was the one, because you and they do Friday they did 2 panels at the same time of different topics, 3 different times. You and I sat in the same one. We did the sports one, and then we did the mafia one. And then in the last one, I went to the dark romance one, and you went to the curvy
main female characters.
Yeah, which I was sucked, because I wanted to do both of those, but unfortunately they were at the same effing time.
Yeah.
And I'm into the dark shit. So I didn't get to see S.J. Tilly, and I didn't get to effing meet her. So I was furious. But I had a pre-order from her, so I had to send you to pick that up. Then I had to send you to Luna Mason's table to pick up my order from her, which I was super pissed at, because she had a freaking hot model there.
She had a biker with a helmet the whole time. He wore a helmet. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was, look
at this one.
And this one, Kate Oliver.
I got to meet him. He was there. And then I bought this book, but I had to pick up her books. That's why I was at that table. And I really liked her in the panels.
And I would have, if I had known he was signing this book, I would have bought that one fucking too.
And so he signed the book as well as Kate Oliver. And they were just fun to talk to, because he lost a bunch of money. And Kate kept telling him, I'm telling your mother. And I'm just standing there going, oh, crap.
And it's just, that's what
it was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
I didn't get to go meet some of my authors that I bought books from, because I'm stuck in these lines that aren't moving.
Yeah.
Because people are bringing too much shit to sign, or they're talking too much. I don't know. It was irritating. I don't know. It was really irritating.
Yeah.
It was irritating to that level. I was frustrated.
I don't know how they do that differently, though. Like, I just don't know. Maybe, like you said, like 2 days, and make it a 2-day event. So it's not so...
Yeah, several people I talked to have been to other events not run by Wild and Windy or Love in Vegas that said, there's no way you can get this done in 6 hours. How are they doing this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. And
that's 6 hours for VIP.
Yeah.
If you're general admission, you got like 4.
And our VIP was like $325 a piece. Yeah. And they were saying, yeah, well, the one I went to at wherever it was or whatever venue or event was 2 days.
That makes more sense.
2 days. Yeah. And for the same damn price. And
2 days, yeah.
Or they said the other one they went to, they did half of the authors were in the morning for like 5 hours. Then they had a lunch break, and then they did the other 5 hours.
See, even that.
That's 10 hours. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, that makes way more sense. So
yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, 6 hours does not work.
The autograph book I gave up after a while. I know you did too. Like
this comes kind of
it was cute in the beginning, and then I was like, I forget this.
Tote.
Yeah.
And I was able to get a handful of autographs, and then I quit because it was taking up too much of my time. I'm just like, I almost didn't want to do pictures with my authors anymore. I just want to get my shit and move on. It was frustrating. Yeah. Absolutely frustrating. I had a good time, but I was pissed that I didn't get to meet some of my authors. Yeah. Super pissed. I did meet a lot of them, which was awesome. I met Rosalie, which I met last year. She's so adorable.
Yeah, she's the one I didn't order from, so I didn't wait in line for.
Yeah, I love her. And she brought
she looked fun.
She is. And she's so cute. And I watched her on the dark romance panels, and she's funny. And she brought the same book cover model with her last year that she did, this year that she did last year. Okay. And I got to take my picture. Okay. With her and him. Love it. Yeah. And you know me, I get a little bit like, I don't like to be touched anyway. So it was.
Which is shocking, right? She likes to be raped, but not touched.
But it was cool. He was super nice, and that was fun. But I would have liked to do this and the hot biker dude. I mean, since I already started the trend, I took that picture with this guy, with Rosalie. I did get to meet C.R. Jane, who did the Pucking series that we covered. Geneva Monroe, who did the Wizard of Oz retelling type book. That's so good. So good. I really liked her. She was so cute. She got so excited when I gave her her swag bag. She's like, oh my God, can I get my picture with you? I'm like, hell yeah. You know? Yeah, absolutely.
You're on the famous one.
Oh my God, okay. So yeah, she was super fun. I really liked her. So yeah, so many people were so. Nyla K was cute.
Oh, she was super fun.
Yeah, she was a lot of fun.
I ended up giving my son, because he is gay, her little swag bag, because it had a lot of gay stickers and stuff. So I kind of made him his own little gay swag bag with that stuff. I threw a little more, I found a few more stickers and a couple of penises and stuff. So I made him, and he was like, this is the best thing ever. I was like, yes.
I remember you saying you were going to do that. And then at the end of the night, you were kind of like, I'm done, I'm checking out. And you went up to the room and, I was still in line with Samantha Barrett to pick up my...
I kind of sad I missed after hearing your story. She sounded fun.
She was freaking awesome. And she was also in the dark romance panel, and I about died with listening to her.
Because she was the one taking shots with people, right?
Yeah, so she was not with people, she was just taking shots
by herself, I guess.
Someone had brought her those little mini alcohol bottles, and she was just kind of drinking those, and I'm like, you're so funny. And I think she's from the UK or something. Okay. She has an accent, and she was saying fuck about every other word, and she was like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. And I go, girl, you're in the right family here. We all good. And she's so cute. She was wearing like red Converse. And it's so funny. Her husband's just there like handing out stuff, you know.
She's the one where you were like, I think you're my spirit animal. She's like, can I be a dragon?
Yeah. So when I finally got up to her, I go, I think you're my spirit animal. And she goes, can I be a fucking dragon? I go, girl, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. So I have a picture with me and her. Yeah, so cute. She was adorable. I had a lot of fun with her. The one thing I think is really funny, and I don't even know why I think it's funny. Every time I pick up books from, and I know you got this question because you picked up books from me. They ask, have you read this? I only buy books that I've read, but I am finding, and I'm finding that a lot of people don't. And they're buying new books and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, see, these are trophies. This one is new to me, but that's because I met her while I'm there. And so I know her now, and I am going to read that one. But all of these are actual trophies to me. So they sit here. Everything that you see here has been read. So they're trophies.
The way I did it is my pre-orders, which I pre-ordered 10 books. Pixie.
That's weird.
And those were books that I read. But when I got there and then started listening to the panels, and then you kind of get an idea of what these authors' personalities are like. And then you kind of were like, oh, I like you. I didn't even know about you. I like you. So for me, if I just started liking you, I was going to buy your book there. So I wanted to be able so I probably got about 10 that I have never read. But I liked the authors for some reason.
Cool. That's cool. It's interesting how people's thought process is. And that's why I initially created that whole spreadsheet when they sent out the listing of all the authors. And I created the spreadsheet, and then, I mean, it probably took a half a day for me to go through this. Then I was on Amazon, and I'm like, okay, what genre are you? There's I call column of genres, and then a list of books of, oh, did I read anything? And I listed things I've read, and do I already have books of yours that are signed? Like, I had columns for all of this stuff, because I'm not going to trying to avoid pre-ordering things of people I already have. I wanted to get new, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of new authors here.
Yeah.
So that was kind of where I was going with I'm going to try to hit and read as many of these new authors as I can. So I have like a whole bunch. It's going to be interesting. New authors under my belt right now, which was great. And then I started when pre-order started, and I started going crazy. I was like, oh shit. I need to start ranking these books so I can only order and pre-order like 5-star books, right? So then I realized, well, shit, they're all 5-star books. I'm a shitty ranker. I would be a really bad ARC reader.
Or a really good one.
Well, maybe, but literally
everyone would be like, let's let her read. Please let us get her to read my book.
Everything is like 4 or 5 stars, and I'm like, shit. Unless I'm in a really shitty mood, then I'm like, you're 2 stars. Depends on my mood, it's a mood thing. But oh my god, and I'm like, oh my god, okay. Then I start stressing out because I'm like, I have too many books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a lot.
I gotta stop. And then I started looking, I go, but I really want that one.
And you're like, but how many have you ordered? I was like, 5. Because this was before the pre-orders for the other person I was waiting for came out.
And I think I was probably at like $1,000.
Yeah, and you're all looking at me like, 5? I'm all, yeah.
Yeah. Insane.
You're all, I think I've pre-ordered like 25 so far, and I'm all, oh. And then you're like, we're driving. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. But I sold it to you really well.
You did.
I did. I'm like, you can bathe.
Yeah, that's all she did was sell it to me because she knew I did not probably want to drive, but she had no choice. She was going to have to drive. So she sold it. And it ended up being fine.
It was fine. God, could you imagine with the whole shutdown? Like, our flights would be delayed. True. I was hearing or reading on the Love in Vegas group on Facebook how many people were saying they were waiting at TSA for an hour, and I'm like, I hate airports.
I don't mind them.
Not a fan. I get bored. I try to like read and stuff in there, but I get sidetracked with people. I'm like, squirrel.
Oh, see, I can zone everything out and just read. Just sit there and do whatever I want to do for that 2 hours while I'm waiting. I am great at it.
In new environments, I can't.
Oh, I can do it in a heartbeat.
Can't. Yeah, it's terrible. So, what else happened at this event? So, the event itself, I did appreciate the big open room this year. That was cool. But if you're going to order this many books, and you know what? Other people did worse than me. Like, I saw some pictures, and I was all, how did someone help you get all these books? Is that all the same authors? Because I struggled.
Like, literally, if you're going to order this many, you probably need to have someone else with you. Yeah.
You need a partner. Yeah. You have got to have a partner.
It helped that you had producer daddy come and you were able to meet up with him a couple times to empty your cart so you can go get more. And then when it started to get a little bit time crunching. You were like, can you help me? And I'm like, absolutely, I'm done with mine. So like, I was able just to run around and pick up yours. So
yeah, because they only let you have supposedly an 18 by 18 rolling cart in there with you, which I saw people in there with bigger carts than that. And I'm like, where's the check for this? Like,
no, there wasn't one.
I saw people with those old school plastic tall grocery cart things, and I'm all, I don't think that's an 18 by 18.
How did you get away with that one? Yeah.
Like, good God, I drove here. I could have taken a bigger fucking cart, and then I wouldn't need producer daddy. I could load that some bitch up just fine.
You could have had your own. You could have been your own cart. Yeah.
So what else did we do in Vegas? So that was good. I mean, that pretty much
the shows were good.
Oh, they had on the Friday night, which was just for VIPs and general admission, the Halloween bash.
We didn't go to that. We didn't make it.
And the only reason we didn't go, we were gonna go, was because we went to see the Awakening at the Wynn, which was amazing.
So
if you have not gone. So the Sphere was like Soaring Over California on crack.
Yeah, go to that.
Recommended.
Do it.
And then we went to see, and then we went to eat at the Nomad Library, which the environment is unmatched, but the food was just meh. I mean, it's just average, but the environment.
It's so neat, though.
Environment
inside.
is so cool. But then we went to see on Friday the Awakening at the Wynn, and that was really unreal. Cool. No bad seats. It doesn't matter where you sit. Great story, great music, great costumes, just great performance.
Yeah.
Unreal. But after the show,
which was a Friday night in Vegas,
and I know they're set up when you see this recording, you'll know they're set up for F1 in Vegas. So there's a lot of streets on the strip.
Oh gosh, crazy!
It's freaking awful. But it was a Friday night, and we waited an hour for our Uber. So we actually canceled one Uber after 30 minutes and then ordered another one, right? Waited another 30 minutes, and he had texted once. He's like, okay, I'm here. And I'm like, okay, where? He's like, oh, coming around the corner. 10 minutes later, I'm like, where are you? Like, I'm thinking, did I pick the wrong location? He's like, sorry, traffic's bad. And I'm like, then why are you telling me you're around the fucking corner?
Well, it probably literally was, and then everything stopped.
Don't tell me you're fucking here then. Tell me you're here when you're fucking in front of me. And we watched how many people, like, leave.
Literally walk up and get picked up by an Uber. So we had bad Uber luck that night. Yeah.
So bad. And oh my God, the price of an Uber on the weekend, so expensive. So expensive. So horrible. Hated it. Hated it. So by the time we got back to the hotel, I'm like, I don't want to go to that. And I went to the one in 2024, which was fun. But producer Daddy and I only went to fill out the card. With you go around, you get everyone's signature on it. Basically, you meet like 15 people or whatever to turn it in to try to win tickets to another event. We didn't stay for more than 15 minutes. But the videos and the pictures I saw from the 2025 event looked so much fun. But oh my God, was I tired. And I knew Saturday was going to be a long ass day, which it was. And I'm also thankful that they had the water stations around the hall where the convention was, because I had almost passed out while waiting in Chantel Tessier's line, because I didn't drink anything that entire day because I didn't want to waste time hunting down
going to the bathroom. Yeah.
And it wasn't hot. I didn't find it to be hot in there.
It was good.
Temperature wise, it was good. The attendees are great. You're not going to find anything there. They had security around. Like, I felt safe. Like, everything was great. What else?
I just think it was, like, for a first time person, one of those experiences that I'm glad I did it. Would I keep going to them? Probably not. I don't need to go every year. Every few years, maybe.
Yeah.
To a different place, but maybe try different ones. But
yeah, I know that
I'm not into meeting authors and getting signatures. That's not like something that's super important to me. But you're a collector, so
yeah. And we did meet Heather Long, who did the Switchboard Duet, which we are also doing an episode on. That was cool. She was pretty cool. She was a lot of fun.
We had done an episode. I don't think it's aired yet on Split.
Oh,
and then all of a sudden she's there, and we're like, What? So we both had to go buy the book. Yeah.
We're walking around and I went, Split. I go, the hell? How did I miss this on my spreadsheet? Like, double take. And I was all, we walked up to her and we told her this story. We're like, hey, we gave her a swag bag. We're like, just to let you know, we did an episode on this book because, and I go, I don't even know how this got missed. So we did a photo with her and we bought the book. So I have that. That was so cool. Yeah. But yeah, that episode will air coming up in the future. It was, we did Split and Brightside, two books in one episode.
We picked a book for each other. So that was fun. Yeah.
So there was that. But yeah, we met so many great authors.
We really did. Do the panels, though. Like, if you're ever going to go and they have panels, do the panels.
So do the panels. Yeah, absolutely. I had a good time. And I know they're doing, for the first, Wild and Windy does their events in Chicago, Phoenix, and Las Vegas every year. And for the first time, they're adding New Orleans in 2027. And I am hoping, I know you're not going, but I know Producer Daddy and I are hoping to get tickets for that one. When they go on sale. If I don't get tickets, that'll make me sad, but I'll survive. Just because I want to go to New Orleans. I'm going to make a whole vacation out of it. But we'll see. We'll see if we make it. We'll see. But overall, the experience, I was prepared for it to be almost identical to 2024, and it was not. And that's where I was like, what the hell? Like, I was so prepared for that, and it just threw it all out the damn window.
And this is why I don't prepare for things like that.
I mean, you still need to be prepared. So it's good to know, in a general idea of where your authors are sitting. So you at least know, okay, so these authors are along the wall. Big authors they usually put them around the walls. Okay, this other author is probably down the center aisles. So at least you have that. Okay, water stations are here, bathrooms are here. You need to have ideas of that. I had my spreadsheet. This is just a little snippet of it, but the spreadsheet of who I ordered from, what I ordered, what the order number was, how I paid, when I paid. So if there was any question, I had the info. And anytime I did this through the email and stuff, I saved it in a file so I could always refer back to it. I still have 2 emails out from authors that I didn't get my orders from because one wasn't there. And like Luna Mason, my book didn't print. And she said I'd get a refund. Well, I'm still waiting on that. And I'm still waiting for contact back from her. I've sent her 3 emails now. That's and that's what's frustrating. And I get it. They're big and they're out of the country. Yeah. Both of these authors. So there's a lot of that you got to deal with. But there's a handful of authors that I had pre-ordered from that had flaked out. For one reason or another. That's something else that happens to be prepared for. You get your initial list of authors that are going to be there, and then they will drop out. The organizers tend to replace a majority of those that drop out. So there's a constant change in the lineup as that goes.
Very true.
So I had, there was a handful of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 authors that I had pre-ordered from that that had dropped out of the event, and I was either able to get a refund from them or they shipped me their books. So there's that. Most of the time they're really good at communicating with you. Like I said, I'm just waiting to hear back from Luna Mason and Montana Fire.
Yeah.
On that. Neither one of them are in the United States.
Okay. So. Makes sense.
Anyway, always be prepared for changes on your event. Get there early and be prepared for how you're going to get your babies home.
Yes.
On that. And it's always nice to go with someone if you can. Always makes it fun, especially if, you get there and you decide you're going to buy a bunch of books.
Yeah.
Even if you don't pre-order. It's always nice to have someone to share the experience with. But if not, all the attendees that go to these things are super awesome.
They really are. Yeah.
They're super awesome.
Great people.
And the organizers are always there to help, and they will always answer your questions. Yeah. They're phenomenal. So kudos to them. So do you have anything you want to add on this before we move on to our game?
Okay. Here's my tidbit about Vegas. If you're in Vegas and you walk out of a restaurant and you hear a city-wide foghorn go off. Don't be like me and think, oh my God, the city's under attack. The aliens are here and they have just let off a citywide alert. That's not what it is. Your restaurant's right next to the hockey arena and they just won the game.
Yeah.
But I was sure I was seeing the end of days right there.
Yes.
So that was fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was literally, we walk out of the doors of the Nomad Library outside, and the loudest horn you have ever heard. I mean, you probably, it's kind of like you can't even hear yourself talk. Was so loud, and she was like, "What the fuck?"
I was sure we were under attack.
Yeah, and I just look up, and you see on the arena, and I didn't mention to her that that's where the arena was, so I remembered from 2024. And it was all victory, and it had the Knights emblem, and I was like, "Oh, it looks like we won." And she goes, "What?"
I was looking around for aliens. I was sure that was the sign for alien attack. That's where my mind went. I was all, wow.
Oh my God, it was so funny. I just remembered it was there from 2024, producer Daddy and I went there, and the traffic was so bad because there was a hockey game when we went to dinner, and it was crazy. And our Uber driver told us that the arena was there, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh my God.
Made sense afterwards, yeah.
And then when we left dinner, and they told us how to get to the Uber place, so we had to walk down, right? And we were waiting. It's night, it's dark. Every Uber car was black.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. There's lines and lines of them.
They're like, and your Uber car is going to be a black something. And we're like, oh crap, we're never going to find it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a good time.
We had a good time. We survived. We survived Vegas.
We did.
No alien attacks.
None.
Got our books.
They all made it home in one piece.
Yep.
They did. Okay, here's our game.
Okay.
It's a would you rather style game using totally fictional or bookish pit stops along the route.
Okay.
Each one is ridiculous, magical, or dangerous, and you pick where you would stop. So the examples would be like a gas station run by your favorite book villain who flirts shamelessly while pumping your gas, a desert motel haunted by rejected book boyfriends, a diner where every waitress can tell your deepest trope obsession by your order, and a rest stop that only plays smutty audiobook snippets over the speakers. So where are you stopping, and who's your book boyfriend driving the getaway car? Okay. That's the sample. Okay. So the gas station of forbidden tropes. Every pump is labeled with a romance trope. Enemies to lovers, stalker romance, reverse harem, bully romance. You have to choose one to fuel up before you can leave. Which trope are you pumping into the tank?
Oh, I'm going to go with some stalker romance. Sorry.
I knew you would.
Which one are you picking?
Bully romance.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's see. The Motel of Misbehaving Muses. You can only get a room if you share it with one fictional character, but it's a random draw. Who's your unexpected roommate for the night, and how fast do you regret it?
What if I don't want to regret it? I have to regret it? Then it's going to be Logan K.
I had a suspicion you were going to say that.
And I'm going to regret it probably pretty fucking fast.
Are you ready for mine?
Yeah.
Lo from Caught Up.
That's funny.
And I immediately regret it. Immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know what you look like, but
well, that's the thing.
You're awful.
You're not going to know because the book doesn't tell you well enough. But
I already regret it because you're a sex worker and you have no depth.
Yeah.
I can't deal with you. I cannot deal with you. Oh. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Yeah. The Diner of Destiny. The waitress can see your bookish soul and serves you a meal based on your favorite romance subgenre. What's on your plate, and what trope does it reveal about you?
On my plate is going to be finger foods like chicken wings and mozzarella sticks and French fries and vegetable sticks because I'm sports romance. Come on. You know I'm going to be the finger food of football games.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
My plate probably has nothing on it. LOL. But if I must select a meal based on bully romance,
Oh, God. What would bully romance look like?
it would probably be a burnt grilled cheese sandwich and a black tea watered down with no sweetener, which makes you question if there was spit in it. And the waitress rips the paper off with the straw and spits it at you while practically tossing the plate down in front of me. No sides, no napkins.
I think I'm going to enjoy my meal so much more than you are. I'm just guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but think about it. That would be something that would happen in a bully romance.
Right? You probably have gum on your seat, too, and you just sat in it.
See?
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm going to be over here having a great time watching the football game, eating my football food. So, peace out.
Thank you so much for joining us on our Vegas trip today, and we will see you next time.
Bye.